In this video, I'll show you how to calculate the difference between two dates in Excel. In our example, we have the start date and the end date, and want to calculate the difference between the two dates in days, months, and years. To do this, we'll use the DATEDIF function, which is used to calculate the difference between two dates. As per the formula, we first need to type the start date, followed by the end date, followed by the type, which we'll come to shortly. So for the difference in days, we type equals DATEDIF, first type the start date, followed by the end date, and since we want the difference in days, we type D for days. We can then drag this formula down to the remaining cells. So there are 9,000 days between the first two dates, 4,700 between the next two, and so on. Therefore, as you can see, this automatically calculates the difference in days between the two dates without requiring any manual effort. Next, let's calculate the difference in months. Once again, we type equals DATEDIF, enter the start date, followed by the end date, and instead of a D, we type M for months. Once again, we can drag this formula down. This automatically calculates the difference in months. Note that for the third row, showing the 23rd of May 2021 as the start date and the 1st of August as the end date, we can see that Excel has returned a difference of 2 months. To be precise, it would be 2 months and a bit, which shows that Excel rounds down the number of months. Finally, let's calculate the difference in years. Same principle as before, we type equals DATEDIF, first enter the start date, followed by the end date, and you may have guessed it, we now type Y for years. We can then once again drag this down. This has retrieved the difference in years between all dates, and now we have a nice overview of the difference in days, months, and years between these dates. The main advantage of the DATEDIF function is that it makes calculating the difference between two dates so much quicker than if you were to do it manually, especially if you have a large data set. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful, and subscribe to the Excel Hub for weekly Excel tutorials, techniques, and examples.